Hello dear students, welcome to Alibro EduSoft YouTube channel. I am Basima. Today's video is 8th standard NCERT Geography textbook's first chapter and its name is Resources. We all know about resources, right? Resources are something which has got a use. Resources are something which can be used to satisfy a need. We know many types of resources. Just for example, water that we use while we are thirsty, rickshaw that we use for transportation, etc. These are all resources which has got a value. The use, a utility, makes a material a resource. Value is something which gives birth to a resource or a material. There are different types of resources according to their value. There will be economic value and aesthetic value. Economic value, just give an example, metals has got economic value. Metals can be used economically. But when you think about a beautiful landscape, it has got only aesthetic value. Its beauty gives its aesthetic value. Some materials will become economically valuable by time. Just for an example, if you think about your grandmother's home remedies, if you think about that does not have any economic value at some time. But when this thing is later on taken by another medical firm for economic use, it will become economically valuable, and that is what you call patent. Patent is the term used when you get exclusive right on a material. That is, another person cannot take that material for further use without the permission of that particular person. That is what you call patent. Time and technology changes any material to resources. By the time fire was invented, people were not able to identify the uses of fire. Later on, we use fire for cooking, etc. And by the time when wheel was invented, people were not able to know anything about wheel, and now we are using wheel for different modes of transport. These are all changed from time to time. That is what I said. Time and technology make a material into resources. Resources can be classified into three types. I'll show you that chart here. Resources can be classified into natural resources, human-made resources and human resources. And natural resources can be again classified into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Natural resources are found naturally on the earth's surface. Just give an example: air, water, solar energy, wind energy, etc. Then, when you come about human-made resources, some kind of materials can only become resource only when it has got converted to another form from its original form. That is what you call human-made resources. Then, I am going to say about human-made resources. Some kind of materials can only be set as resource only when it is converted to another form from its original form. Just for an example, iron ore is not a resource, but when you extract iron from iron ore, it will gradually become a resource. These human-made resources are made by using human skills. Then I am going to say about human resources. The skill, ability, power, strength, etc. of ourselves, human beings, are human resources. Improving the quality of human skills and ability is what you call human resource development. We have Human Resource Development Ministry also in our country. Then, I am going to say about renewable and non-renewable resources. That I have said before that natural resources are classified into two. They are renewable and non-renewable resources, right? Renewable resources are something that can be renewed or replenished quickly. that is renewable resources. Some renewable resources are unlimited, that doesn't affect by any of the human activities. Just give an example like wind energy, solar energy, like that. Human cannot interfere into their stock. But there are some of renewable resources which can get affected by human activities, like water bodies. If you try to destroy any water bodies, this water stock may affect. So we have to use water, soil, forest, etc. very properly. Then I am going to say about non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are the resources which cannot be renewed or replenished. That is, there will be only limited stock of those resources. Just for example, natural gas, petroleum, etc. For example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. Then, the term stock means it is the available amount of resource for use. That is what you call stock. Biotic and abiotic. Then, natural resources are natural resources in classification and resources Okay. Then friends, natural resources are classified into another two types based on their development. They are actual resources. Actual resources are the resources whose quantity is known. Just for example, rural area of Germany are having huge amount of coal deposits. So its quantity is known. That is why they are known as actual resources. Then the second one is potential resources. Potential resources are the natural resources whose quantity is not known. For an example, uranium deposits are seen in some of the regions of Ladakh, but its quantity is not known. That is why they are called potential resources. Then, natural resources can be classified into another two types based on their origin. They are biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources are the resources which has originated from living things. For example, plants and animals. That is biotic resources. And abiotic resources are not derived from living things, but derived from non-living things. For example, soil, minerals, rocks, etc. Natural resources are again classified into two. They are localized resources and ubiquitous resources. These are classified according to their distribution. Localized distributions are the type of areas where resources are distributed at particular locality or the particular areas. Example, copper, iron, etc. are seen on some of the localities of our country. That is localized resources. And the next one is ubiquitous resources. That is the resources which are distributed around the globe, throughout the globe. Example, air, water, wind, etc. Then I am going to say about conservation of resources. Conservation of resources is using resources and giving them time to get renewed. That is what you call conservation of resources. Then I am going to say about sustainable development. Sustainable development is keeping the resources that we have for the future use also. That is known as sustainable development. Reuse, recycle, reduce, RRR. This is the methodology that we can use for renewing materials. Next, I am going to give you some of the exercises. We can make covers, packets, etc. by using old newspapers, clothes, etc. That will be very beautiful and can be used later on. That is an example of renewing materials. Then we can make baskets by using bamboo sticks, right? That you can see in the image here. Then, dear students, I am going to say some of the principles of sustainable development. Give respect and care for all forms of life. Next is improve the quality of life by reducing the depletion of the natural resources. We can do all these things for protecting our environment. We can renew all the resources that can be renewable without affecting our nature. Dear students, this is the end of today's video. Hope you all enjoyed my class. If you have any sorts of doubts, just send a mail to the given email ID.